In this video, I'm gonna show you how to launch an e-commerce store from scratch in just 7 steps. Of course, the first thing that we need to do is just find a product. If you don't have a product, we can just go to Copify, it's right here, and we can just find something that we like. I already selected this Cuban chain, so we're gonna go see the store. This is what they're selling. This looks like a nice product that we can launch. Let's just take it as an example, okay? Then we go back. After we find the product, let's say it's the chain, we're gonna go and source the product. You can do this different ways. You can just use AliExpress, Alibaba, you can do like CJ dropshipping, something like that, or a private agent. I personally like private agents better. They source the product for you and they just give you a quotation. It's the easiest way to do it. However, if you're a beginner, they probably won't take you because they need volume. They make money by volume. If you don't have the volume of orders that they ask for, it's usually like 10 orders a day, they're not gonna take you. But you can start with AliExpress, for example, or CJ dropshipping, and then move into a private agent. That's what I would recommend. After you source the product, let's say you need to mark it up at least 3x. So if you buy it for $5, you have to sell it for at least minimum 15, but ideally 5x to 10x. So if you get it for 5, you could sell it for $25 or $50. That's the ideal part because you need that margin in order to scale, to do custom packaging. You need it to pay employees, to make profit, and to run the ads. That's the most expensive part. That's why you need that markup, at least 3x minimum. Then, after we get the product source, for example, we can just go here to Copify and then find product on AliExpress. You see, it's $12, so it's good enough. We can sell it for at least $15, but you could sell it for more. It's a product that has a high perceived value. So we can do actually a 10x with this product. So let's sell it for 25, let's say. And then what we're going to do, we're gonna go and do a market research. After we have our product and we know that the cost and everything is good to go, it's gonna give us room to scale and to make profit. What we're going to do is go to ChatGPT and make it do an in-depth research. That's the most important part in my opinion. So we're just gonna go and grab this prompt. If you want the exact prompt, I'm gonna leave it in the comments so you can just copy and paste it. So what we're going to do is we're gonna find with this the buyer persona or avatars, market sophistication, level of awareness, angles, competitors, etc. So I know this is not beginner friendly, all these words, but I swear if you learn what they are, it's just the best that you can do. So you're gonna understand everything about who's buying your product. Your buyer persona is your ideal customer. Your avatar is the different types of buyer persona that there are. So for example, this guy who lives in Spain loves to go out clubbing, for example. That's one of the avatars that it's gonna buy this chain. There might be another one. There might be a dad that his kid loves hip hop, so he just wants to give a gift, you know? So that's another avatar that we can find. The market sophistication, the level of awareness. If the person is unaware they have a problem, they're aware they have a problem, or if they know there's a product already that can solve the problem, they know your competitors. This is what that's gonna tell you. The angles is basically how you can market the same product in a different way. Your competitors, no need to explain, etc. So what we're going to do is just copy this prompt. We're gonna go to ChatGPT. We're gonna paste it and then go to the AliExpress link. Here, we're gonna see the product. We see it. We're just gonna do this and we're gonna paste this in here. And then we're just gonna select deep research and just do this. And it's always gonna ask you some questions. We're going to respond to this. I'm not gonna do it because it takes a lot of time, but not the questions, but then what it does, it takes time. It's gonna give us like a PDF with all this information. It's going to be like a 12-page PDF with all the information that we asked. So after we get that PDF, we're just gonna read it, and that way we can understand everything about the business itself, about who is buying it, about who we're selling it to, of course, and how we can market this product the best way possible so we can have a good ROAS, a return on ad spend. So we're gonna go back. Once we understand who's buying it, we're gonna go to branding. It doesn't have to be a complex branding. Just to start a logo and the colors are fine. You can also pay a graphic designer to do this for you, but you can just grab a cool font and just create the name of the business, of the brand. It's not that difficult. You can just do it yourself. But if you want to be more professional, you can just pay a graphic designer to do it. If you want to do it yourself, we can just go to Coolors. I love this app, honestly. It's just gonna give us here start generator, and we can just go and create new palettes. And for example, let's say we like this color, we can just lock it, and then it's gonna change the other ones. Let's say we like this one, we lock it, and then we change to this one, and this one, and then we like this one, and this is our color palette, and that's it. Now we have the colors that we're going to use for our brand, and now we're just gonna create the logo based on this branding. We can just do it on Canva with a nice font. You can do Photoshop, whatever you like. It's really up to you, or just pay the designer. But don't overcomplicate things here. It's not that difficult. Like logos doesn't make you that much money. It's not like a big factor when you're building a brand at the beginning stage. But of course, if it resonates with your targeted audience, it's way better. And then we can just go and create your store. You can do it in two ways. If you're a beginner, you just want to start, you don't have a lot of experience using Shopify, which it's what we're going to use to host the online store. So we can just go here, grab the link, go to Copify, store AI, and we can just paste it. So we want it in English, and we just hit generate. So what it's going to do is, based on the product we have and with AI and everything, it's going to do the copy for us. It's going to build everything that we need in order to launch the store. Okay. This usually takes about 40 seconds to a minute. So you'll see how the end result is. So while this is generating, we're just gonna go back and I can just go in depth. For Shopify, I have an affiliate link. So you can just create your store using the link. It's on the description below. It's gonna give you 3 months for just $1 per month. So it's basically free for the first 3 months. So you don't have to pay for Shopify basically. All right, now let's see if the store with Copify is ready. So here it is. We can choose the images that we want from the listing. We can also do generate AI images, but let's say we want to. You can edit it with AI. You can delete logos, remove backgrounds, everything that you need. You're just gonna exit and generate AI images. This takes longer. It takes like 2 minutes to 3 minutes, but it's gonna generate some really nice images that we can use for this store. So we don't have to rip content from other stores. It's just, I don't recommend doing that, just ripping off content. Some people do it to start the brand. I honestly don't recommend it. If you use the same ads as other brands, they're gonna take off your ad account. So I really do not recommend using others people's content. I know it takes more money, more resources, more time to get your own content, but I feel it's the best way to go. We can just create images doing this, for example. This is generating, or we can just go back to here, and we can do this using Gemini as well. This is the best to create AI images, in my opinion. So let's go to Gemini. We're going to get this photo. We're just gonna save it. And then we're gonna go to Gemini, and we're going to go select here Nano Banana. It's an image. And then create a model using this chain. This Cuban link chain in Miami. Make it look realistic and for a luxury jewelry brand. And then we're just gonna do a male model. We're gonna just add the file, and we're just gonna leave it. So you'll see what it does. You can also do this one, like I said. Copify is whatever you want. Let's just wait until this one's done. This one is usually faster. It takes like 20 seconds to make. Here it is. This is the chain. This is the model in Miami. It looks like a real photo. You know it's AI because I just made it, but if you see it on an ad or something, you're not sure if this is like real or if it is AI. This, it's mind blowing. So we're just gonna take this image, we're gonna download it, go to Canva, and then just create an ad for it. Super simple. You can just put your logo in here. You can do buy one get one free or 40% off, whatever you want. You can create your creative, or you can send this to a graphic designer for them to create the ad for you. But this is the content that they're going to use as the background. So let's download it, for example, and go back to Copify. Just gonna hit next. This is still loading. We can change images here after we do this. We can just put it here on the brand. We can just change whatever we want from this store. Like this store is already done, you'll see. Let's just wait a few seconds. Here it is. It's ready to go. You can just edit it after with your branding, your logos, everything that you want, and it's ready to sell, honestly. Or if you're like me, you have a little more experience doing Shopify, you can just build your store by yourself. That's gonna take you way longer. But if you want to do it like more branded and stuff, like your style, you can do it. I recommend also Copify. It's good to go for one product stores. Honestly, really good to test products fast. So you can do that. And the next step, after you have the ads, you have the store ready, you're just gonna launch those ads. You're just gonna go to Facebook ads. That's what I recommend for statics and for everything, honestly. Meta ads is the best that you can do. And with those ads that you made previously using AI and Canva, you're just gonna put them there on a campaign and just launch and see how it performs. And that's basically the 7 steps on how to make a store from scratch. No product, you didn't have a product before. You find the product using Copify, you source it, then you do the market research using AI. You create the branding, like I said, it's not complex, just a quick logo and the color palette that you respect. And then you create your store using Shopify. Like I said, the link is on the description. You're gonna get 3 months for just $1 per month. And you're going to create the content, the AI content with Gemini or with Copify as well. It's a feature that they have. And then you're just gonna launch those ads. And that's it. That's how you create a store in just 7 steps. So I hope you like this video. I'm Javier Gonzalez. I've been doing e-commerce since 2020, generating more than 7 figures. So if you want to see more, just subscribe and like this video. It's gonna help me a lot. I'm just starting out. So just comment what you want to see. Okay? Peace.